Bitcoin sits just below critical resistance, ready for a breakout. Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, we have some very important technical analysis to do. As always, it always seems like it's very important. But today, it may be actually very, very important because Bitcoin is trading at $19,430, just below a very important downtrending level of resistance, a very strong downtrending level of resistance, and also just below $20,000. As we talked about in yesterday's video, it seems to me that a big breakout is going to be coming to Bitcoin before Christmas Day, and it very well may be happening today. We're going to be discussing all of that and more in today's video. We have a lot of technical analysis to get into, some predictions to make. I think you're going to enjoy today's video. If you do, as always, consider hitting that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at CryptoJeb. But without much further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. Before we get started, I do want to mention that this channel is sponsored in part by our Bybit affiliate link. If you guys would like to start trading on one of the best cryptocurrency exchanges, one of the fastest growing cryptocurrency exchanges, I encourage you to check it out with the link in the description down below. Note, it is not open to U.S. citizens, but if you're outside of the States, it is something you should definitely look into. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and jump onto the chart. We have something very important that we need to talk about in today's video, and it builds off of what we discussed in yesterday's video. So if you haven't already seen yesterday's video, I encourage you to go and watch that first. In yesterday's video, I detailed how Bitcoin was in this consolidation pattern right here with this uptrending level of support and this downtrending level of resistance. On top of that, I pointed out how we are trading below this level of resistance and this level of support. So essentially, Bitcoin is in both a consolidation pattern and it is in a sideways trading channel, meaning that Bitcoin has more or less lost its bullish momentum and is now trading sideways. That, however, can change very, very quickly. As we have seen over the last couple of days, Bitcoin has rallied about 10% from its double bottom down here around $17,600 to where it currently trades of $19,300. Now, I want you guys to keep something in mind. It might look like Bitcoin isn't seeing much volatility right now. It might seem like Bitcoin is trading sideways, but don't forget, these movements right here only look small. Most of these rallies and most of these corrections are over 20% tall, at the very least 10% in movement. If we look at the Bollinger Bands, for example, we can see that, one, not only are the bands much wider now than they were back over here, but this entire time, Bitcoin has been riding the outside of the bands. It makes sense that we're trading sideways because Bitcoin was overextended, but it also is a healthy reminder that Bitcoin's volatility is still in play. On the longer term chart, it most certainly looks like Bitcoin's flagging out here, and these are normally going to break to the upside, but I'm more interested in showing you the hourly chart in today's video because we see something very similar happening. Bitcoin's just gone on a pretty massive rally right here, about 10% tall in 2 days. Now we're flagging out right below this downtrending level of resistance, and the question then becomes, are we going to be able to ride this uptrend of support and break that resistance? Well, looking at the 4-hourly, we can see that not only has Bitcoin put a double bottom on $17,600, we also double bottomed RSI around 30. On top of that, MACD has been converging on itself over the last week and a half, but we are actually not very overextended on MACD on 4-hourly, only sitting at about 200. So if Bitcoin were to break bullish, it would not be that difficult for Bitcoin to continue riding that to the upside. We could easily start spreading these bands apart again if Bitcoin sees just a little bit more volatility. But guys, like we've talked about in previous videos, I just have to keep reminding you, the only real reason that Bitcoin has not already seen a massive break above $20,000 is because a lot of the hype has died down. What's the mainstream media talking about right now? What is the news going on about right now? It's going on about the COVID vaccine that just got approved in the United States. It's talking about election hype and stuff and transition of political power and all that. There's not much media attention on Bitcoin right now. And that's both a good thing and a bad thing. In the short term, it means that we're probably not going to see another massive hype cycle just yet. But it also means that Bitcoin got to $20,000 and it's holding fast. There's not really a big feeling that Bitcoin's about to have some dump. It feels like Bitcoin is at least somewhat secure up here. Now, we are sitting very high. There's not much VPVR support below us. There's not much support at all beneath us. But it does seem like Bitcoin is building a strong foundation at $20,000 from which it can break bullish. So, will Bitcoin break out today based on what I just showed you on the 4-hourly? Maybe, maybe not. But what I do think will happen is I do think that Bitcoin trading sideways for these last couple of weeks and on into the beginning of Q1 next year is going to actually be a very good thing for Bitcoin because we are building a strong foundation from which we can launch once again. And when Bitcoin breaks $20,000, you better believe the hype is going to come. If Bitcoin starts trading at $21,000, bet your tail that it's going to be trading at 25 2 weeks from then at very most. Right now, what we ought to be doing with ourselves is not necessarily getting all hyped up about a rally. I want to move the conversation away from looking for the next rally, and I want to talk about trading volatility, because there's a lot of volatility in the market right now. We don't just make money when Bitcoin rallies, we make money by trading too. And I want to encourage you guys, instead of looking for your next big trade, look for your next big lesson. This is something I say in our courses all the time. Trade to learn, don't trade to earn. If you are trading with the point, with the purpose, with the end goal in mind of learning, profit's going to come naturally. You cannot go into the market saying, I'm going to make money, I'm going to make money, I'm going to make money. You can't force it. You have to learn how to do it. It's an art. It's something that you have to be very good at to make work. So if you want to be profitable in trading, if you want to be profitable investing, you need to invest in your education. You need to invest in your knowledge about the space, and you need to invest in experience. You got to get out there and do it. You got to get your feet wet. You have to actually understand the market that you're working in. And if you do that, everything will come. So guys, I encourage you, just focus on your education and focus on celebrating, because it is December. Christmas is coming up. Try and spend it with your families. Enjoy this time. I love this time of the year, guys. We've done awesome things this year. Us as a company, us as a channel, us as a community, us as cryptocurrency. It's been a good year for us. There's been plenty of hardships, but I think at the end of the day, it's turned out okay for a lot of us. I hope that's true for you as well. So let's focus on celebrating for the next couple of weeks, enjoy the gains we've made, and then get ready, because I do believe Q1 is going to see Bitcoin breaking $20,000 and heading even higher, and we're going to need to be on our A game to make the most of it when it happens. So guys, look forward to that, but focus on learning. I want you to remember that. Something I have said from the beginning and something I will always maintain is an investment in yourself is the best investment you will ever make. Investing in yourself can take you from rags to riches. It can take you from $0 to $100 million. If you invest in Bitcoin, it's not going to do that. The only one that can bring you that kind of return, that can revolutionize everything about your life, the only humanly person that can do that is yourself. So make sure to invest in your own education. We do have a course that helps you with that, CT2A. I'm not even saying this for the sales pitch, though. I'm saying this because I genuinely want you guys to understand how important that is. Use seasons of low volatility as seasons to learn, and you will go far. Anyway, guys, that is going to wrap it out for today's video. I hope you did enjoy today's video. If you did, as always, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel a lot when you do that. Thank you guys so much for 60K subs. We passed it a few days ago, and I forgot to mention it. Also, if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at CryptoJeb. But guys, that is going to wrap it out for today's video. Before I go, though, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.